It's the Super Fours at the Asia Cup, which means that the top four teams, which is India, Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan, are going to be featuring a lot over the next few days. Of course, starting with today, where India is going to be taking on Bangladesh, and that's happening in Dubai. And Pakistan is going to be taking on Afghanistan, and that match is happening in Abu Dhabi. They will be happening simultaneously, so therefore we are here to help you keep one eye on each game and feel phenomenally cross-eyed in the process. I've got with me Mr. Simon Doull and Mr. Harsha Bhogle. Gentlemen, I have to tell you though, I'm just a tad bit more excited about the Pakistan-Afghanistan game after what the Afghanistan team did yesterday.
But did you think that outside of India and Pakistan, when this tournament started, that Afghanistan would be the team to watch out for? I mean, they've been won by 130, won by 90, but not just winning because the opposition's played badly.
Yeah.
They're outthinking the opposition. They're playing the big situations better. They're finding someone at every particular moment. And Rashid Khan can be an astronaut tomorrow if he wants.
That's right. He just picks.
Yeah, he can do what he wants.
What he wants to do, and he shall do it. Could he be captain?
He was in the qualifiers.
Yeah.
He was in the qualifiers.
Could he be?
No, leave him alone.
That's the one thing. Possibly
two things he can't do. Can't be captain and can't get a good haircut.
Oh, the youth disagree, Mr. Bhogle.
Yes, I know.
I'm not part of that group either.
I thought for a minute you sort of identified.
They call it the undercut. It's sort of like it's all shaved around the sides, isn't it? And then
I thought it's half
they let sort of one bit flop over the top there.
I think it's called the late cut, because you were late to your haircut appointment and that's all you could get.
And you had to rush away.
So you joined my generation. Well done.
Yeah. That's it. Half a job and then you had to run away.
I hope you didn't pay for it, that's all.
Probably should be getting paid for it.
Hardik
right?
Pandya that happened to Hardik Pandya once.
That happens to Hardik Pandya as well, and Hardik Pandya blamed Shikhar Dhawan. He said that Shikhar Dhawan is the one who gave him a haircut once. I said, well, then you should have picked Rohit Sharma for the other half, because they're obviously used to operating as a pair.
And what, did he blame a bird for doing a doo-doo in his hair as well when he had that white bit in there?
Perhaps that.
You know, like, come on.
It's good luck, sir. It's good luck. If a bird does a doo-doo on you, it's supposed to be good luck. Don't clean it off.
Three old men talking about young haircuts.
Yeah, we're talking about haircuts, but it's been a close shave for some of the teams, none of the teams actually, because they've all been sort of walkovers. We're hoping that one of the games is a close shave today.
Breaking news, Afghanistan have won the toss as well.
And decided to?
Bat.
And decided to bat.
And that's the best thing for Afghanistan.
Advantage of Afghanistan.
In Abu Dhabi, bat first, put runs on the board, and bring their bowlers into the game. Just checking the Cricbuzz app. Afghanistan opt to bat.
Well, there you go. That's so there's two games happening today. Pakistan and Afghanistan, in which Afghanistan have won the toss and decided to bat. Remember, they did that yesterday and worked out really well for them. Set up a really stiff target thanks to Rashid and Gulbadan towards the end, who of course took their score to up to 50, which they didn't expect. You were not here with us yesterday. Were you watching the game?
I was following it on the app.
You were following it on the Cricbuzz app. Did you just the madness that ensued in the last 10 overs, thanks to Rashid and Naib, was just brilliant, wasn't it?
They got, what, 95 in 9 overs or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the bowlers just went for a little break. They came back and the score was something else.
Yeah, and they loved it. But actually, the two of the bowlers were there. They were getting the score. They were like, the batters could do it for us.
I mean, I'm not looking that side, but the bowlers often tell the batsmen, I mean, you're the stars, right? You just turn up, get out third, fourth ball, go back, put your feet up. We've got to score the runs for us to bowl at.
Yeah. That's what they did yesterday.
That's what they did yesterday.
That's what they did. Let's, of course, tell you about the India-Bangladesh game. Rohit Sharma won the toss. Everybody thought that he would choose to bat because that's what captains have been doing so far. But he decided to buck the trend, has decided that Bangladesh is going to be batting first. Simon, your thoughts on the decision?
Well, they bowled so well against Pakistan, didn't they, up front? Bowled Pakistan out in the 160s and then chased it down comfortably. So they're comfortable chasing. And I think Rohit made a fair point. He's not sure what a good score is. So maybe putting Bangladesh under pressure and thinking, well, they might go out there feeling that they have to score 270, 280 and take a few more risks, unnecessary risks. And India probably have that opportunity then to bowl them out cheaper than maybe 200, 220. So I don't mind it. And I think in general terms, India have always preferred to do that of late, haven't they? Generally, though, with Virat Kohli in the side, who was the #1 chasing man in ODI cricket. So they haven't gone away from that mantra. They've just decided that they've seen enough of the Dubai surface. We'll have a bowl and we'll chase whatever you get.
Even thinking about that Hong Kong game, the scare that they got in the Hong Kong game, and that's what happened? They thought a 280 or something would be good?
Could be. But generally, India like to chase. Most teams like to chase. The numbers in Dubai and Abu Dhabi are slightly different. In Abu Dhabi, the team batting first has won more games. In Dubai, the team chasing has won more games. So maybe that's why they wanted to chase. But they'll now have to find a bowler to bowl in the power play outside of Bhuvi and Bumrah. Unless they say Bhuvi 5, Bumrah 5. And then we'll have the spinners bowling till over 40.
So there you go. One forced change in the Indian playing 11 today as Ravindra Jadeja comes in for the injured Hardik Pandya. Harsha, you also think Jadeja a little bit on the back of his performance in the 5th test?
Could be. But he's match fit. Straight away plus 10 in the field. They wanted a bowler capable of batting at 7. I think the advantage now with Jadeja is he's not under pressure to bowl 10 overs. If he has a bad day, Kedar Jadhav can bowl the overs. So he's not under pressure to bowl 10. Though technically India can bowl 35, 36 overs of spin here if they want to. But he's straight away plus 10, 12 in the field. And he's the only one among the bowlers capable of batting at 7. I think they flirted with the idea of Deepak Chahar. It's one thing to come in as a pinch hitter for CSK in a T20 game. Quite another to bat at number 7 in. And they thought Bhuvi isn't ready. So it's a problem India is going to grapple with as they get to the World Cup. If number 7 goes away, what happens to number 7? They've got to find, and we've been saying this for a year now. You've got to find a bowling all-rounder at number 7 so that you have 6 bowling options and someone who can bat till 7.
Would you think India would have been tempted today with probably instead of Hardik playing like as you're saying a Deepak Chahar or somebody? So you have 3 pace options and then you have 3 spin options with spin twins and Kedar Jadhav.
They probably just didn't trust Deepak Chahar at number 7, and I think Bhuvi is too high at number 7 too. So they just said, okay, Jadeja can bat at 7.
Kedar
Jadhav is bowling well. These are slowish tracks, so we can get 6-7 out of Jadeja. He's just played a limited overs game before coming out here for Saurashtra where he batted number 4, by the way. And he bowled a little bit there, so he's match fit.
Let's see his ODI figures because I haven't seen him in a blue jersey in a while.
Not since Champions Trophy.
Not since Champions Trophy, which was a year and about 4 months ago. And there you go. I mean, he's quite an experienced campaigner, Simon.
It's a good record. It's a very good record. You bat at 7 and average 31.5 and strike rate 85. That's a terrific record.
And an economy under 5.
To go with 132 wickets, bowling spin in the modern game and an economy under 5. That's a heck of a record.
The one thing that went against him apparently was that he started off being a limited overs bowler. Started playing test cricket, bowled a lovely test cricket length. And the ball would do just about this much, turn a little straight here, and he became an outstanding test match bowler. That same length worked against him in limited overs cricket. So it'll be interesting to see if he can change his length, whether he remains the same bowler, whether in these conditions he's effective. So I'm looking forward. Plus he brings a left arm factor.
Well, the length is a key, but it's also about the surface. In Test match cricket, what India tend to play on are surfaces that turn. In one-day cricket, you play on flat feather beds that look like the top of our red table. Lovely red table too.
Love it.
So they don't turn in generally, and they just skid on. So yes, the length was an issue, but it was just the fact they were playing on such good pitches that they were able to just hit Jadoo through the line and hit him straight down the ground.
That's why they brought the wrist spinners in.
Correct. And so I look at this now and I think, well, maybe he's got a little opportunity to force his way into the side, because I've said time and time again, I don't think India can win that World Cup with only having a top 6, because at some stage, 6, 7, 8 have to win you games with the bat. And against all those top nations, sometimes that will have to happen. I wonder whether he's got an opportunity to maybe pressure Yuzvendra Chahal. Kuldeep I think he's the given. He's number 1. All right. Now I think Jadoo has got an opportunity to pressure Chahal. He takes the ball away from the right-handers, just like Chahal does. He's brilliant in the field. Not that Chahal's a bad fielder, but he adds you that element with the bat. And there's no problem in playing 2 left-arm spinners if one is a wrist spinner and the other is a finger spinner.
Interesting opportunity for Ravindra Jadeja. When you see those numbers, you actually wonder, saying, why hasn't he been playing white ball cricket? But as Harsha said, it's the matter of length, the length that you bowl in.
Also, the wrist spinners started winning you matches in the middle overs. You need wickets in the middle overs. When Ashwin and Jadeja were bowling, even at their best, Champions Trophy 2013 thereabouts, they were keeping the runs down. And then sometimes they'd pick up wickets, but they were keeping runs down. We discovered that now with T20, then the last 10 overs you can score what you want. And so taking wickets in the middle overs is important. That's why Hassan Ali is such an important bowler. Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav started taking wickets in the middle overs. And that's where India started to win games.
What's so interesting,
Correct.
it was Kedar Jadhav who did that in the last game for India.
But he's becoming a genuine option, and that's fine. So you've actually got that right arm spin covered if you want it. I mean, I won't. Maybe spin's being a little generous.
Right arm slow.
Right arm slow.
I think it's right arm low.
Right arm low. I like that.
Yeah, not right arm slow. Right arm low. But he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job.
Right arm tortoise.
So there's enough options. I mean, if Rohit says the pitch slowing up, he's actually potentially got 40 overs of spin. Well, spin and low as a combination, but essentially without his paces, he's got an option of 40 overs that he can get really from Jadhav, Jadeja, and of course the spin twins. Let's have a look at the Bangladesh team because they've got a couple of changes as well. As we had said yesterday, the Fez comes back and Mushfiqur Rahim feel a little. The debutant from yesterday feel a little hard done that he doesn't.
A little bit, but I mean the Fizz is their main man, and with the new ball, he's got to be there. Momin ul Haq makes way for Mushfiqur Rahim, who comes back in. He's in great form, Mushfiqur, so he had to come back in. I just wonder whether they might have pushed Momin ul Haq to the top of the order where he's been before.
Correct.
But no, they've decided to leave him out and stick with the other debutant from yesterday at the top of the order.
Shanto, Nazmul Hussain. Mushfiqur Rahim is averaging mid-40s as a pure batsman.
He's got his numbers. We'll just
he's averaging mid-40s as a pure batsman. So he comes back in. You feel for the youngsters. You said Abu Haider. Look at the numbers there. 2006 to 2013, 26.33. 2014.
He's got 500s.
Yeah, he's got 500s.
Wow.
For a while, it looked like he was too small to score hundreds.
As they say, chota packet, bada dhamaka.
But that's also come with an elevation in the batting order.
He's batting at 4.
Batting at 4 consistently. So they've allowed him to settle into the team at 5 and 6, even 7, I think, when he started.
Yes,
when he was keeping.
Yeah.
And so they allowed him to settle into the team. And when he started to score a few runs at 6 and 7 while he had the gloves on, they thought, well, okay, we'll give him an opportunity now. Experienced at international level, been playing for 6-7 years. Let's now move him up. And from moving him up, he has taken the responsibility on himself and said, well, now I am a pure batsman. I have to produce the numbers, 1750s, 500s, tells us.
Got 100 here on this ground against Sri Lanka, of course, a few days ago.
Got the last 32 runs while Tamim Iqbal was the non-strikers in. He played one ball with one hand. And literally like we used to. Iqbal, one hand, whatever, one hand, one catch, but whatever, that was different. Yeah. But he played with one hand. And he scored 32 runs in the other end.
And he did. And they need the Bangladesh batting effort after yesterday. The batting lineup is looking at him and saying they need some of that spirit after what happened yesterday.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. But I was just thinking of that Abu Haider, poor guy. It reminded me a bit of what India did with Khalil Ahmed.
True.
Khalil played his first test, first game. He picked up 3 wickets. But then when Bumrah came back, they had to go back to their regular bowlers. And Bhuvi just showed the difference, right, in the next game.
Yeah, of course, you are gonna. So that's India and Bangladesh. Let's, of course, talk about Afghanistan and Pakistan because I'm super excited about this game. I genuinely think that Afghanistan could do this today. They've never played. Now, we spoke about this last night. They've played one-day internationals. Afghanistan have, about 50-odd, and they've not played against India, Pakistan, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and one more.
England? No?
I said England.
Okay,
so England, Australia, New Zealand, India, Pakistan, South Africa. That's it. I've got 6. They haven't played against any of them, and after they really want to, after the 2015 World Cup, they haven't played against any of these guys. So on a regular basis, they haven't. And they are looking at this, could they be, as an opportunity, saying, 1 second, if we can shake these big boys up, this means you give us more bilateral games.
And after this, they don't have a game till February. We're now in September. Wow. Afghanistan don't have a game till February after this. That's what happens with the scheduling with the haves and the have-nots sometimes. But, with teams like Afghanistan, when they are the underdogs, you don't really expect them to win. They've got nothing to lose, right? Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, you're saying, and you're not the only one, there's some others who are saying, you know what, maybe they can beat Pakistan. Now, suddenly, the expectations, we're supposed to beat Pakistan. I'll be interested to see how they play now.
Okay, so we, of course, debated this a lot the other day about Mohammad Amir, of how he's been playing games and not picking up any wickets. He's not going to pick up any today as well. Because he's not playing.
They've left him out.
Yeah.
They brought Shaheen in.
They've left him out.
There you go, look.
There you go. So Shaheen, not Shahid. Shaheen Afridi is in. Mohammad Nawaz is
the spinner is in as well.
We don't have any Mohammad Amir.
And Harris Sohail, who is exciting. He's an exciting cricketer, Harris Sohail. I know they rate him very, very highly. Can be a little bit hot and cold. but he's a very, very exciting cricketer. So looking forward to
No
him as
Fahim
well.
Ashraf.
Yeah, I thought their big strength was two all-rounders at 7 and 8. Shadab Khan and Fahim Ashraf.
Yeah.
One the
Both
leg
gone.
spinner, one the seamer. Both have gone. I don't know much about Shaheen Afridi's batting. Aris Sohail, I've seen him bat further up the order too. But what
Interesting that they've
who's the sixth bowler,
Surprised
Shoaib
me
Malik.
that they've dropped Shadab.
Yes.
Yeah.
Must be injured.
Injured.
Remember, he went off the
Yeah,
field.
he's
went
injured.
off.
Yes,
He was injured.
yes, he
He
is
went
injured.
He went
It's
off
the
the
first
field at the
change.
back. With a bad
There
back.
was a back issue. That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's not been dropped.
That's why
He's just
Fakhar
out.
Zaman came and bowled
Yes,
3 balls and then
correct.
kept going.
That's right.
So we just coming back to the India-Bangladesh game. There's going to be a lot of confusion today as viewers and as fans, of course, because there's 2 games happening in the Super 4. But just to give you the schedule, there's 2 games happening on Sunday as well. India-Pakistan game, which of course is always talked about a lot, and then you have Afghanistan and Bangladesh. And if yesterday's game was any indication for that, that's going to be a fun one to watch, especially for fans of Afghanistan. And then you have a break of a day, and then you have games on 25th and 26th. So that's one by one, and then of course the final on 28th. So in the Super 4s, the teams that finish top 2 are of course going to be playing the final.
Big pressure on Pakistan today, I think, with their performance the other day against India was below par.
Yes.
They've got some pressure on them today because if they don't win today, they face India again in their second game.
Yes.
It's not like they can be already qualified when they play India. If they lose today, if they happen to lose today, then they've got India again and they lose to India, they're basically done.
Strictly
For the
speaking, though,
Super
they shouldn't
Fours.
lose.
They shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't lose. They are, on paper, you would say, the better side. But, these things, Afghanistan will go into this game with confidence. They've won the toss. They've got to do exactly what they wanted to do first and foremost, which is bat. They now have to bat properly, bat well, and put some pressure on. And I'll say it again, I think anything over 220, 230, their bowlers come right into play,
And really,
even
yeah.
against a top-tier nation.
And remember, they're playing in Abu Dhabi.
Correct.
Where when you bowl second, it does something. What does it
Absolutely.
tell you when a team makes so many changes suddenly? No Mohammad Amir, but then Amir over the last...
It was on the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, last
Being
10 or 12
discussed.
games, he's not been taking wickets.
Yeah. One injury, Shadab.
Correct. And Fahim Ashraf, maybe they just thought they'll try somebody else. They'll try Shaheen Afridi, who's apparently
Wasn't
got
he
a better
bowling with his
zip.
cap the other way around?
Fahim Ashraf.
That
He was, right?
And who got angry?
With the cap. Oh, Fakhar Zaman was
Fakhar
bowling
Zaman
with.
bowled
Fakhar
with
Zaman.
the
You say
cap.
Fahim Ashraf? No.
Yeah.
So
Fakhar
Harsha
Zaman.
bowls
left
spin as well.
spin, yeah.
So they've decided that they'll go with an extra spinner rather than 4 up-front seamers.
Yeah.
They'll go with an extra spinner as well, which just gives them that option. With Shadab out and Harsha just gives them that extra spin option.
So Afghanistan has got one change in their team. Shinwari is sitting out and Zadran comes back into the side. So Najibullah Zadran is back in and he was not playing yesterday's game.
Before this army of leg spinners came into Afghanistan,
Yes.
Samiullah Shinwari was their lead leg spinner.
Yeah.
And then he just kept moving up the order, and suddenly one day he's up the order and he's not bowling anymore.
Yeah.
So,
So
but
there you go.
they're a
That's
bowler shot. I still think they're a bowler
You
shot.
think a bowler shot? Let's pull that up again. 1 second, because that's a big call.
Your and my favorite name is sort of bit of a bowler, Gulbadin Naib.
Gulbadin.
They've got to get 10 out of him, otherwise get Rahmat Shah to bowl
Hey,
a little
Gulbadin
bit.
did well last game. He bowled well.
He bowled
didn't
slower balls, yeah.
Yeah. It was
And then he bowled slower after that.
right arm slow is all right.
And then he bowled slower after that.
Even slower after
Yes.
that. So there you go. I'm going to ask
But there's
you
a better name. Sorry to interrupt. There's an even better name than Gulbadin Naib. Number 2, Ahsanullah Jannat.
Ihsanullah Jannat.
And until Asghar changed his surname, he was a great name too.
Yeah, that was a great name as well. Asghar
Stanikzai.
Stanikzai. The artist formerly known as Stanikzai is now just
You
the
almost
Afghan.
You almost feel like pronouncing all their names in Bachchan's voice.
You do. It's just default option, right?
Asghar Stanikzai. Eh?
Gulbadin Naib.
Eh?
It's the whole Khuda Gawah thing, right?
Yes, there
we
you
shot
go,
in
yeah.
Afghanistan. It's probably the whole Khuda Gawah thing. So I'm going to ask you, of course, about the India Bangladesh
Yes.
score predictions. But real quick, Afghanistan Pakistan. We're just going to wrap that up real quick. For you, favorites Pakistan, rooting for the win. Pakistan, you think?
Pakistan are favourites.
Nose ahead?
Absolutely. They need to restrict Afghanistan to less than 200.
Will they do it? That's your guessing game.
I think he might. The new man might make it. I'm going to go with Shaheen Afridi to make a bit of a difference today. Pick up a couple early.
Excellent.
And I think they will.
So you are saying that Afghanistan will get less than 200. That's your guess as well.
If they get less than 200, Pakistan win.
No, but then that's
I know, I'm
you've
just saying,
qualified it. But what's your guess?
Just saying.
Hedge your bets.
I don't wanna guess.
Say I'm
I don't
guessing
wanna guess.
225, but if they get less than
I
200,
think Afghanistan may come crashing down to earth today.
oh, big call.
Pakistan are favourites, no doubt.
Pakistan are favourites.
No doubt.
So looks like I'm the only one. So I'm going to be rooting for Afghanistan because you love the underdog story. That's it. And
No, it's not who you want to win.
No,
It's who you think
sorry,
will
sir.
win.
Sorry, a question has been asked.
Yeah,
Answer has been given. It is live.
You didn't ask what do we want to win.
It is live.
देखो कभी-कभी मैं भी एंकर करता हूं तो रोल्स रिवर्स करते हैं. Right, Gaurav. So who do you think is going to win today?
India.
Pakistan versus
Yeah,
Afghanistan.
you did ask.
कहां से?
I'm just about finding the caveats. That's it. As long as I can find a little escape hatch, I jump right into it. I'm a coward that way. All right. So we have a Joy Factor question today. Has Joy sent a question, or has he just completely taken the day off in Kolkata?
He left one at reception this morning when he left at 5:30 a.m.
Oh, then he has definitely sold us a doozy. It's a really long question. I can just predict that it is.
Yeah, I think the receptionist mailed it through to our men. And yeah, they did. Look, here we go.
Oh, there you go. Sort of question. It's a book.
Keep it on, guys. Keep it on. Let's start reading. How far have you come? I've come to line 3.
Do we divide it, or would you just go the whole
Only
thing?
3
yourself?
players have achieved a particular landmark in Test cricket. Okay, particular landmark. Keyword. Move on. The first one was an Englishman who did it in Mumbai in 1980. The second to do it is now the head of government of his country. That's not too difficult.
That's easy.
And the third is playing the current Asia Cup. Just name the third. And what have they all achieved? First one was an Englishman in Mumbai in 1980. Okay, I think I know the answer to that one. The second to do it, therefore,
clue, sir.
yes.
Good clue, sir.
Good clue. Just name the third. I think I know I just have to find the player. I think I know what they've achieved.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay, don't give people any more clues. You can send in your answers. Hashtag Cricbuzz Live. Of course, we wait for the Joy Factor answers to come in. And yesterday, remember Crick Rohit. By the way, I went to Twitter.
Crick Rohit?
Crick Rohit is his name. Rohit Yadav,
Yeah.
who gave the correct answer. It wasn't
okay.
just the answer. It was a comprehensive. He made the full list.
Oh, brilliant.
Rohit, maybe you need to sit one out, man, because you're really making everyone else look bad.
Sit one out.
Maybe you need to get another hobby, Rohit.
Give other children a chance also. It's okay, give them a chance. If they don't get it by the 10th over, then jump it.
Why did you say so? Already the algorithm had blocked him anyway.
Had we?
I guess so.
Have we done it? No, we hadn't. We had. Just like the algorithm blocked Joy out today. Because he's sitting in Calcutta eating kusum kathi rolls. Well, okay, so we're going to go. Remember, at the end of the 15th over, we're going to be back with Uber presents Cricbuzz Combox. We are going to be focusing on the India-Bangladesh game as well. And if Simon and Harsha feel like, they might just give you the score about Pakistan-Afghanistan as well. Have I done it again?
You did.
I did?
You did it again.
Okay, well, then the 35th I'll be here then,
Okay.
with one of them.
All right. I look forward to that
Score
one.
predictions real quick. Bangladesh batting first. What do you think they're going to get? Simon first.
I will
He
go
gets them
with
right. No, so.
207.
207.
No?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Sorry, India, Bangladesh.
See, everyone's.
Bangladesh 207. 215.
215. 185.
Oh, low.
Okay, next one.
Low ball.
Okay, right. Gaurav Kapur, Pakistan versus Afghanistan. How much will Afghanistan get?
236.
You said 207. No, that was for
No, that
this
was for
game.
the first one. I think they come crashing down today. I'm going to give them 183.
183. But you know what happens when 183?
I think 210 in a close match. But Pakistan knows ahead.
Pakistan knows that. All right, so there you go. Those are all our guesses. Don't hold us to them later, because I don't think we remember what all we've said. With 2 games happening, you know that's bound to happen. So we're going to see you at the end of the 15th over. Would like to thank Simon Doull and Harsha Bhogle. Thank you so much to all of you for watching. I'm Gaurav Kapur, and we'll see you in just a bit on Cricbuzz Live. Thank you for watching.